I'm working on something a little bit different today. I've got a BMW X1. So this is actually my mother's car, and the reason that I'm actually working on this today is because the steering is actually super heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be changing the power steering fluid. So what I need to do is take off the under trays, take off the steering rack, not take off the steering rack, but remove all of the power steering from the steering rack, and then refill it and see if it makes any difference, because I've looked inside the power steering reservoir and it seems that all of the power steering fluid, it looks a little bit gunky. So what I'm going to have to do is obviously drain that out and see if that makes any difference. So this fluid looks okay in here, but I've actually filled this up to hopefully sort the issue out, but it never sorted the issue out. Below this, there's a lot of gunky sort of fluid, so I think that's going to be the issue. So that's what we're going to sort today. So the first thing I need to do is get underneath the car and take off the under tray, and then I can get better access to the steering rack. So all I've got to do here is take off all of these 8mm screws. And then we'll take off the under tray. So that's all of the screws out. I've got the massive under tray finally out. I'm actually going to give that a bit of a clean because it's pretty mouldy under there, so I'm going to give that a bit of a clean before I put that back in. So I apologise for the angles, but this is the steering rack right here. Basically what we've got to do is come over here. So where can you see it there? Right, so this is the pressure line, if you like. So when you turn the steering rack, obviously the fluid pushes left and right, which then makes the wheels be able to sort of turn, or the steering wheel be able to turn easier. So what I need to do is take that out. I need to turn the engine on, and I need to put a bucket just below so I can drain all of this fluid out. And then once I've drained everything out and we've turned the steering wheel enough, then I can start to refill the steering rack. So on the BMW X1, this little nut here is a 12mm spanner. So what I'm going to do is just crack that off. And I've got a little bucket jar thing here, which is basically I'm just going to use that to catch all of the power steering fluid. So what I'm going to do now is, while the steering rack is draining, I'm going to put the key in, I'm going to start the engine up, and then I'm just going to turn the wheel left and right just to assist the power steering fluid to come out. So what I'm going to do now with the engine running is I'm going to do up that little nozzle, and then I'm going to refill and start turning the wheel again until the squeaking goes away. So I've actually run out of power steering fluid. I need to go buy some more, but hopefully in that clip you can see how easy the wheel is actually turning now. It's super nice, and it's actually enjoyable to drive. I drive this car a little bit, and the steering was just so stiff, but that was really nice. So if I can go get some more power steering fluid, I can top it up a little bit more, and then hopefully that squeak will go, and then we're all sorted. Alright, I've just picked up some more power steering fluid, so all I've got to do now is just quickly turn the engine back on, start pouring some in there, and hopefully the noise will go away. And there we have it, no noise at all. I know there's a plane going on and there's an engine running right now and you can't hear much, but the noise is absolutely gone and the steering wheel is so smooth now. Nice, yeah, I'm happy with that. Just going to take it for a quick drive, just make sure that everything's alright when we're driving, but other than that, pretty much sorted. So that's the X1 sorted. I'm super happy with the steering now. It's not super hard anymore and it turns quite nicely, and you can do the sort of 2-finger test where you can, you know, turn the steering wheel with 2 fingers. So yeah, super happy with that. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and make sure to let me know in the comment section below which part you did enjoy. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next